I'm sitting here. It's actually, I'm leaving on Saturday night when I'm doing this video. I'm kind of ahead of myself this weekend. And I had the tail end of the, remember the crocodile hunter, Steve Irwin? He died, a stingray, it was an accident, pierced him right in the heart. It's a poisonous barb in the end of the, tail of a stingray. It went right into his heart. I mean, he was dead fast, apparently. And they have his daughter now and his former, wife, whatever, talking about it. The day we were in Tasmania and we got the phone call, and it's a weird thing. When people talk about, if you had a time machine, you could do something. What would you do? You go back in time. What would you? You want to hear something crazy? I'd go back and save his life so that he could be with his wife and kids. The number one conservationist human in the world was him. He saw what was wrong and just tried to fix things, and be very educational about it. And then when South Park came out and did their little spoof show about Steve Irwin, that's around the time I stopped watching South Park. Because sometimes there's funny stuff on there, Mr. Slave. Oh, Jesus. Mr. Slave. But that was just so wrong that I never thought the same I did about the people who created South Park and all that, the TV show, cartoon, whatever. So anyways, I'm watching this and man, there's one guy I'd like to bring back to life, go back in time and, warn him, don't, this is what's going to happen, don't do it. Then again, would he even listen, and, if you knew and you could do that, obviously you'd probably be able to convince him. Anyways, on to some interesting stuff. There's a little QAnon update, but I'm not seeing anything new, guess what he said, other than, hey, the executive, he did mention one thing, the executive order is now active, it's now live. So Kim.com, infamous internet guru, Zero Hedge is covering it, but the criminals who run the deep state will be exposed. Kim.com teases next round of leaks. He's got a prediction for 2019. I smile every day watching the aftermath of preventing Hillary. Deep state exposed, fake news exposed, DOJ and FBI exposed. I'm happy you are more informed than ever. 2019 will reveal so much more. Get ready for the next round of leaks. Monumental stuff, he says. .com then tweeted, this year, the criminals who run the deep state will be exposed, adding, the shareholders profiting from war and chaos, the billionaires who turn democracy into an illusion. They own politicians, judges, and all your data. They are the biggest pirates in history, because they accused him of being a data pirate, Kim.com. They are the biggest pirates in history. Want to know who they are? He put that in bold. Well, not in the tweet, but apparently Zero Hedge did. Want to know who they are? For those paying attention, .com dropped massive breadcrumbs going all the way back to 2015 regarding the WikiLeaks release of Hillary Clinton's emails during the 2016 U.S. election. And while he's made headlines for years, in February, .com, I guess last year, boldly stated that the DNC hack, which kicked off the Russian election interference narrative, was bogus, tweeting, let me assure you, the DNC hack wasn't even a hack. It was an insider with a memory stick. I know this because I know who did it and why. He's probably talking about Seth Rich, right? .com says he offered to produce evidence to special counsel Robert Mueller twice, and they never even replied to him. Could you imagine? I've got evidence regarding this case. Oh, you do? What? At least ask, well, what is it? What do you have? They didn't even reply? Interesting. Donald J. Trump tweets, I never said Russia did not meddle in the election. I said it may be Russia or China or another country or group. Or it may be a 400-pound genius sitting in bed and playing with his computer. The Russian hoax was that the Trump campaign colluded with Russia. It never did. Now, that was from February 2018 when Trump said that. And I don't know how much Kim.com weighs, but he's a big fella. I never said Russia did not meddle in the election. I said it may be Russia or China or another country or group. Or it may be a 400-pound genius sitting in bed and playing with his computer. Trump said that, huh? February 18th, 2018. Apparently, Mueller is only interested in the chosen narrative, regardless of whether or not the glove fits. Could you imagine, Special Counsel Mueller, listen, I've got some information on a case you're working on, and they won't even return your call or email? They won't even call you back? Are you kidding me? Isn't that obstruction of justice? I'm telling you, 2019, just like he said, 100%. I think it's going to be an incredible year. Deep state exposed, check, done. Politicians paid off, check, going to expose that too. And did you hear recently, you're about to because I'm about to do another video, 1.5 million votes from California regarding the election, 2 years ago, are basically null and void. Judicial Watch filed a lawsuit, and it just got settled. The state of California settled the lawsuit with Judicial Watch. And as part of the settlement, 1.5 million votes don't count because they were fraud anyways. I thought Hillary had 3 million of the popular vote, 3 million plus vote. Oh wait, cut that in half now. Now it's only 1.5 million out of the entire country. Wonder if there's going to be some more that get cut off. Anyways, that video's next. Take care.